Oh. The tourney's not on yet. Well, we can't be having this. It's been 2 months since I last played. We'll come back another time and hopefully it's just here and done. Until then, we'll go and do some quests. Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's been 2 months since the last episode, and that's just because I've been feeling really down lately and I didn't want to record. So I'm now recording, as you can obviously tell, and it's time for me to get back into editing and doing YouTube and all that good stuff again. So at the minute we're in Ratai. We have a quest down here apparently. I have not noticed that one before. Let's go get you. I mean, that's a new quest, because it's been updated since, if I remember correctly. It's been 2 months since I played, and I think an update has come out since. But, of course, I haven't done any research. Just for one, the game looks different. Like, all the images are a lot sharper. It could have something to do with my reshade, but I haven't edited my reshade settings. So I don't understand. But I don't even know how to open my reshade, because I haven't paid attention to what the button is to open it. Not since I last used it, which was off camera.
I wouldn't beg, good neighbors, but I'm reduced to this. I
don't give you any money.
Greetings, good night.
Nah, I can't.
Goodbye.
It's alright, mate. I wish you could actually help out beggars, because I've got a lot of money that I just don't need. Like, who needs 16k back in these times? Not me, Henry. Oh no, it's gonna be in the DLC. That's right, let's do the DLC. Fuck yeah, I'll do the DLC. Hans, this fucking guard is just in the way. We'll just follow Hans very slowly. That sounds really creepy when I think about it. Yeah, you stand there, out of my way, fool. Hans, I can't talk to you. There we go. Nope, can't talk to you.
How
Hans!
are you, Henry?
There we go.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Sir Hans, I heard something about a tourney in Ratai.
Yes, Hanush has decided to revive the tourney at the Upper Castle. It's only a bit of entertainment for commoners. A few fellows on foot bashing each other with various weapons.
You don't seem like your usual cheerful self, sir. Anything wrong?
Yes, blast it. Hanush was on my back about what I do all day, so I told him I was busy dealing with very important knightly matters. I said I was training my future page in combat, initiating him into the art of swordsmanship and other battle skills.
I didn't know you had a page.
Well, that's just the thing. I don't. It was just something I made up on the spot to get him off my back. Only it seems I was a bit too convincing. Now, Uncle wants my imaginary page to demonstrate what he's learnt in the tourney.
I can see how that could be a bit awkward.
That's putting it mildly. The old man is like a dog with a bone, he'll never let go. Unless... Yes, now I think of it, I'll tell Hanush I was training you. All you have to do is enter the tourney, batter the fuck out of all the other peasants, and everyone will be happy. Except for the losers, of course.
What, and I'm to become your page? I'm not sure if Sir Radzik will agree.
No, Radzik doesn't have to know anything about it. It's just a little charade for Uncle's benefit. Not that it's such a bad idea. Who knows, maybe one day.
Yeah, all right. I just hope it won't get me into trouble.
Everything will be just fine. You'll see.
Well, I suppose I can handle a few fellas one at a time. All right then.
Of course you can. That's the spirit. You have to put up some coin to enter, though. Naturally, I'll pay for that, so you don't go around calling me a pinch purse. Go and see the tournament master. You'll find him somewhere around the Upper Castle courtyard. He'll explain everything and sign you up. Run along now. And don't let me down, Henry. Remember, you have to demonstrate you've been trained by a master.
Your wish is my command.
Excellent. Afterwards, we'll drink to your glorious deeds.
Are you planning some new adventure by any chance, Sir Hans?
What makes you think that?
Well, no particular reason. It just seems like every day is an adventure for you.
True. And you're quite right. I am indeed in pursuit of a new adventure. An amorous adventure. Not the kind you can buy at the bathhouse for a handful of groschen. And last time I got more than I bargained for there. Are you prepared to help me, and I hope you do a better job than last time, on my quest to win true unsullied love?
Sounds like fun. I'm all ears.
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
Why me? It's not like you to be bashful, Sir Hans. You can just go and tell her,
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the others. She was educated in a convent and needs to be handled with kid gloves. Romanced. I must court her secretly. It's the latest fashion in France.
And who is this Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter. You must have noticed a divine creature in the marketplace. Unless you're more interested in barnyard animals.
No, I don't know who you mean.
Really? Maybe I'm right about your barnyard interests. Well, all the more wenches for me. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have one that I inherited from my great-grandmother. Unfortunately, not anymore.
What happened to it?
I lost it playing dice at the inn. But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad. I'm sure you'll figure out a way. And I'll reward you handsomely.
Oh, all right then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko Tavern when I was there to see... Well, that's not important.
So you bet a rare family heirloom, even though you don't know how to play dice?
I do know how to play dice, as long as the other fella doesn't cheat. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out their hard-earned groschen.
Well, then you ought to have had him clapped in the stocks. But all right, if that's what you want, I'll go to Ledechko and find this swindler of yours.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Good luck then.
What the hell? Oh god, that was horrible then. Oh, that's the reshade and not liking the lighting change. Alright, so we need to head off to Nair, and we also have the tourney, additional tourney quest. So maybe we can actually get the tourney to spawn now. Ratai. Oh no, we had a tournament in Ratai. That's why it wasn't spawning, because I didn't fuck that quest. Ah, that makes perfect sense. Oh my god. We had that horrible adventure in the last episode all because I didn't check. No one said I was a smart Henry. Nobody. Anyway, let's get this quest done. And now one thing, since the update, I don't have the unlimited saving mod anymore. So until I get that, we're going to have to go on the old-fashioned way of buying saviour snaps. So we're going to start off by going to the lodgings, and then we'll see if it's at the trader. If it's not, at the lodgings. It appears there's something happening over here. Oh, they hadn't spawned in yet, but these look like bandits. They are. Alright, well, let's have a fight then. Like I said, no, I haven't played in 2 months, so this will be interesting. Will you stop disappearing? You're making it really hard to be able to see where you are. Well, he's dead. You can grab the other invisible one, because I really can't be dealing with invisible people. So, even though this game has been patched, you may still notice that there are glitches on my save, and that's because, from what I can imagine, is because this save is from the 1.0 version of the game. So, they did recommend that you start a brand new save file, which I haven't done, of course, because I'd lose on my progress. And that I was already many episodes into. So the option was rush through the main story or just doing a quest on this save. So I'm just going to do it on this save, and then maybe we'll do another... Oh, that freaked me out a second. And then maybe we'll do a second playthrough of this game in the future. I'm not so sure that we will now. But I might do an odd video on it now and again where I take it less seriously and I go fucking about a lot more.
Are you the one who played dice with Laura Capon?
Played and won, lad. Fine noble he may be, but he can no more throw dice than I can read Latin.
I can't disagree with you there. But look here, have you still got that piece of jewellery you won from him?
No, I don't. Some noble rode through here and we had a game or two. Only them dice kept falling his way. I was lucky to keep my boots. He's got the necklace now.
Do you know where this fellow was heading?
He was waiting for someone here. but when they didn't show up by midday, he rode on. He mentioned something about camping by the bridge over the Sasau River, that one before the charcoal burners camp. You might still catch him there with a bit of luck.
There aren't many fords along the river on the way to Sasau. Can you tell me anything else about him?
Fine gent he was, well dressed, on horseback. Had quite a lot to say. Seems he saw a bit of the world. And he had some interesting looking dice.
You said they fell well for him?
Aye, no wonder. Fine dice they was, made special. All shiny and whatnot.
That's all I need to know.
Alright, let's grab Pebbles and start heading down there. I am planning on keeping Pebbles all the way through to the end of the game. Just because I love the idea of Henry becoming well known as Henry of Skeletts with his trusty horse, Pebbles. It just makes me giggle. A hero of the caliber of what Henry could possibly be one day is known in the record books as a legend, but rode a horse called Pebbles.
Are you after something? I'm afraid my friend here won't tell you much.
Your friend? Oh, I'm very sorry. And, well, I don't want to be insensitive, but I was hoping to get something from him. My master's necklace, which he won at dice.
Your master? Who would that be?
Well, Sir Radzig Cobbler of Skeletts is my liege lord. I'm Henry, but just now I'm helping Sir Hans Capon with a private matter.
Those are ways in these parts. I'm Sir Anselm of Donkey, in the service of... well, that's not important. I'd like to give you... that is... I'd like to ask you for your help.
I'm listening. Tell me what you know.
I will. And I'm sure it will help you find that necklace. The thing is, this is all my fault. I got held up on the way to meet Alphonse. By the time I got here, I found him like this.
God have mercy on his soul.
Amen, lad. I was heartbroken and enraged by turns, tearing my hair and cursing. Alphonse was my good friend, and it pains me to know he was only here on account of me. I brought him into a certain business matter to negotiate with some people, and he agreed. And this is how it ended up. When I finally pulled myself together, I took a look around and found some tracks. I followed them to the camp of those very brigands that Alphonse was supposed to negotiate with.
Nah, you can't trust anyone these days. So how can I help?
You can pass yourself off as Alphonse. Get into the bandits' camp and find that fucking murderer. And when you do, you'll find what you're looking for.
Now, wouldn't it be better if you did that yourself? After all, I know nothing about this Alphonse. They'd see through me.
I'd do it if I could, lad. Only they know me, and I'm not on the best of terms with them. They'd most likely kill me on sight. Then the two of us would be dead and those bastards would get away with it.
Well, I hope I can avoid the same fate. What do you know about the brigands in that camp?
Actually, they're not just ordinary bandits. It's a robber baron and his band. Sir Erhard Baron Bielowitz. Some of his vassals and maybe some commoners. They came here in the hope they'd have a better chance of keeping their heads.
Why don't you ask some of the local lords for help? I'm sure the Sasau custodian would lend you a few men.
There's nothing I'd like to see more than the lot of them strung up. Only I have a task that conflicts with that. And as for the custodian, I'm pretty sure Sir Sebastian is in league with Erhard.
Is there anything else I should watch out for while passing myself off as Alphonse?
The main thing is to look and sound noble. Not a peasant. A commoner. So dress the part. No rags or rusty iron.
That doesn't make any sense. If one of them killed Alphonse, he'll know I'm not him.
No. They never saw him before. So whoever killed him surely took him for some passing merchant.
Are you quite sure they don't know him?
Aye. He moved in altogether different circles. Among decent people. That's the very reason I asked him for help. So I reckon the best thing is for you to introduce yourself as Alphonse, have a snoop around, and come back to me when you find out anything.
And how am I supposed to recognise the killer?
Ask around. I don't reckon anyone will admit to stabbing him in his sleep, but you might pick up some clue. You could have a run for that necklace. Now that I think of it, they stole other valuables from him too.
Silver is silver, though. I won't recognise anything. Didn't he have something unique? A signet ring or a chain or...
No, not that I can... Oh yes, he did. Dice. He had a set of dice made specially in Prague. It was his pride and joy. They were red and gold, bright and shiny. Not the kind you overlook.
What can you tell me about Alphonse? So they don't catch me out if they start asking questions.
Indeed. A few details should suffice. He was from Slani, but lived in Prague the last few years. He advised people, very well too. He helped them to deal with problems, of all kinds.
Yeah, he sounds like a man of the world, but I've never even been to Prague. I'm not sure I can fool them.
You can always change the subject. He was an ardent dice player, God forgive him, and he spent some time in Moravia on the service of Prokop of Luxembourg. But that was ages ago.
What was the purpose of Sir Alphonse's negotiations? I'll need to know that.
Look, Henry, you'd best avoid that subject if at all possible. Just find the murderer for me, get your necklace, and I'll take care of the rest.
It'll be a bit hard to avoid that, since it was supposed to be the entire purpose of his visit.
True. Well, Alphonse was supposed to talk Erhard into moving his robbing raids towards Benishov, especially holding up merchants' wagons heading for Prague. In return, he was to offer a reward of up to 12,000 groschen and safe haven in Pilgrims.
I see. So you work for someone in Pilgrims?
No, neither Pilgrims nor Benishov, nor Vlachim for that matter. It's a bit complicated. Damn politics.
My word, the whole thing sounds like quite a twisted affair.
So are you going to help me?
I'll help you. I'll have to go there to look for the necklace anyway, and this seems as good a way as any.
Thanks 1,000-fold. And for the love of God, don't get caught. I'd never forgive myself if another man lost his life on my account. If it starts to look risky, take to your heels.
I'll bear that in mind. Someone was searching for something here. Were they out to rob him of everything he had, or something in particular? Could it be someone was trying to get rid of something here? Looks like he died without a struggle, maybe killed in his sleep. They took everything he had, money, jewellery, even his boots. Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erhard, Baron Bielewitz?
You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? All the way from Prague, eh?
Not at all, Goodman. From Slani.
Ah, well, that's quite a haul. How was your journey?
As well as might be expected in these perilous times.
Oh, aye. The roads ain't safe at all these days. There's all sorts of rabble waiting to rob unwary folk and even kill them.
Indeed, I concur. What's that? One must be wary, well, cautious even, when travelling.
Right then. But you'll have to wait a while. Sir Erhard is busy at the moment.
No matter, I shall just,
But it's easy to pass the time here. There's always a dice game going on with nice things being wagered. I had my eye on a fine pair of gauntlets and some old piece of jewellery.
Jewellery, you say?
That's right. Just go and see old Blaha, the fella sitting at that table there. He can read, write, and do sums as good as any scribe, and other things too. He keeps things in shape here a bit.
Thank you. I may well do that. I was told I could have a game or two here until Sir Erhard has time to see me.
Aye, he's got his hands full at the moment. You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? Sir Erhard's servant. I take care of things here a bit.
Including dice? It has come to my attention that there are interesting things being wagered.
True enough, we've got a fine pair of plate gauntlets, 2 necklaces, one of them's a lovely piece, a good sharp sword, and some other things, I don't remember what. The custom here is if you want to play, you've got to wager something to join.
Do you really think it's appropriate to ask your lord's guest to pay for his own entertainment?
Since you put it that way, sir, no, perhaps not. You want to play right away, or...
Why wait? I'll play now.
No beating around the bush. That's the way. You'll play against Noggin now. He's not the brightest, and he ain't a good loser.
With no shoes at all.